My child, this message is for you alone. I know you almost scrolled past this. I felt the tug in your chest, the sigh you didn't let out, the numb flick of your thumb ready to move on. Something inside whispered, "Stay." That was me calling you. I arranged this interruption with the precision of a surgeon and the tenderness of a father. This is not random. This was scheduled. I have been watching over your nights. I see how your body braces even when you're trying to rest, how your shoulders lift toward your ears as if expecting impact, how your smile sometimes sits like a shield on your face. I have heard the small prayer you barely formed. I'm tired, and I am answering it now. Do not move. Do not rush. Stay here with me for 5 minutes. That is all I am asking you to give me tonight. Not your performance, not your strength, just your attention. I do not tease my children. I am not dangling hope to snatch it away. This is not hype. This is prophecy. I decreed a touch for you, and the gates of hell cannot stop what I have spoken over your life. I scheduled this moment to be a doorway, not a test. If you give me these 5 minutes, I will begin to touch the pain you don't talk about, not to expose you, to comfort you, to loosen the bands shame wrapped around it, to start restoring peace in your body, your heart, and your sleep. Before we go further, hear me. There will be interruptions. The enemy studies timing like a thief watches a house. He will send a notification, a random memory, a sudden urge to check something unimportant, a spike of shame that says, "You don't deserve this." Recognize this as opposition. It is not you failing. It is the enemy trying to steal your 5 minutes. My child, do not let him. Silence the noise if you can. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Let your jaw unclench. Take a slow breath. You are safe in this moment with me. I am building a safe doorway, not a spotlight. The pain with no name, no witness, no words. I see it clearly, and I am not afraid of it. I do not come to demand that you relive it. I come to touch it gently, like a physician who knows exactly where it hurts, without pressing too hard. I am here to meet you where you have been secretly hurting. I came to tell you that you do not have to perform strength to be held by me. You do not have to tidy your soul to receive my comfort. My presence is not repelled by your ache. It is drawn to it like light into shadow. Say this softly where you are, even if it's only a whisper. I'm here. That's your key. That is the sign between us. Hand to your chest if you can. Feel your own heartbeat. I set that rhythm. I sustain it. I am closer to you than that pulse. This is our covenant for the next 5 minutes. You stay, and I move. You relax, and I lift. You don't have to know what to say. I already know. You wonder if this is really for you. You think of others who seem more deserving, more devout, more disciplined. Listen to me. I chose you because I wanted you, not because you earned it. Your name is written in my book. I heard every word you didn't say. I saw every time you went quiet so others could be loud. I counted each night you lay awake, replaying scenes you never dared to share. Nothing about your silence disqualifies you from my comfort. It positions you to feel my gentleness more clearly now. My child, your first step is simply staying. The temptation to skim, to sample, to keep one foot out the door is the old survival rhythm. I am teaching you a new one. Trust me enough to stop scrolling and let me hold the moment steady. Do you feel the slight softening in your throat? The way your breath wants to drop lower into your belly? That is me making room. Let it happen. Do not force anything. You are not performing for a grade. You are receiving an inheritance. In these minutes, I will not embarrass you. I will not call you out. I will not peel back your armor in public. I will lift what is too heavy to carry another night. I will quiet the accusing voice that says you're dramatic, you're too much, you should be over this. I rebuke that lie. I cover you. I protect you. I am your Father and I am here now. This is a house call from heaven. I know fatigue sits on your bones like a blanket you can't shake off. I know numbness pretends to be peace just to get you through the day. But numbness is not peace. Numbness is the pause button your soul pressed to survive. I am pressing play again. Slowly, tenderly, safely. I will not overwhelm you. I will not flood you. I will meet you at the pace of trust, and trust begins with staying. If anything tries to yank you away in the next few moments, answer it with these words: not now. My Father scheduled this for me. Say it once, then say it again if you need to. You will feel the resistance weaken. Your attention is a sanctuary, and right now I am cleansing it of intruders. You are not failing by being distracted. You are winning by returning. So give me your 5 minutes. Let your spine rest against the chair or your head settle into the pillow. Uncurl your toes. Let your shoulders drop. I am here. I am already working. I am already touching the ache behind the practiced smile. I am already loosening the knots where fear taught your muscles to hold tension. Peace is not far off. It is approaching you. It is entering the room even now. You will sleep differently. You will breathe differently. You will not have to force it. Stay with me. I have planned what comes next, and I will guide you step by step. For now, breathe and let these words wrap around you. You are safe with me. You are seen by me. You are chosen by me. And tonight, I begin to give your body, your heart, and your sleep back to you. It starts with 5 minutes and we are already in them. My child, I see what you hide. The sigh you swallow and reshuffle into a joke. The stiffness in your neck you call nothing, just slept wrong. The grief you keep in a drawer, folded and refolded until the edges cut your fingers. The panic you manage like a secret job. Breaths counted in a bathroom stall. Smile refastened before you walk back out. The betrayal you buried so deep you forgot where you put the shovel. The loneliness you baptized with cute phrases so you would not have to admit it still hurts. The shame you normalized as if it were a roommate you had to tolerate to afford rent. I see it all, and I do not look away. Every time you said, "I'm fine," while your chest ached like a bruise, I was listening. Every time you smiled while breaking, I was holding the pieces you feared would fall. Every time you prayed quietly so no one would worry, I was amplifying the whisper like thunder in my courts. Every time you canceled on yourself to keep the peace, I recorded the cost. Every time you carried someone else's weight because it felt easier than asking for help, I felt the strain in your shoulders. Every time you lay in the dark rehearsing how to survive tomorrow, I stood guard over your night. You learned to make small of what is heavy, so others would not be inconvenienced. You learned to translate pain into productivity, so you would not be accused of weakness. You learned to dress your disappointment in wisdom, so you would not be called naive. Hear me. I am not here to accuse you for surviving. I am here to commend the courage that kept you breathing and to relieve you of the assignments I never gave you. My child, you learned to carry it alone, yet you were never meant to. You were never meant to be your own comforter, your own physician, your own guard and judge. That is my job, and I am good at my job. You do not have to perform strength for me. I am not taking attendance on your coping. I am not waiting for the perfect explanation to understand you. I am not looking for eloquence. I am looking for honesty, as simple as a breath. You do not have to audition for comfort. You do not have to prove you are worthy of rest. You do not have to justify your tears with a footnote. If all you can offer me is the truth that you are tired, it is enough. If all you can manage is to let your jaw unclench and not pretend for 60 seconds, it is enough. If the only prayer you have is a hand on your chest and a quiet help, it is enough. I know the names you're afraid to say out loud. old injuries that flare when the weather shifts, that knot in your stomach that tightens when certain numbers flash on your screen, the fog that settles behind your eyes after a perfectly normal day and you can't explain why you feel unworthy, the sting of a text unanswered, the dread that rides shotgun on the way home, rehearsing worst-case headlines, the private list of things you think made you unlovable, the memory that arrives without knocking when you brush your teeth at night. I see the rooms you tiptoe past inside yourself. I already have the key, and I will not open a door I will not heal. I will not shame you for the secrecy. The secrecy was scaffolding while the wounds knit enough to keep you standing. It protected you from careless hands. It kept you from bleeding in front of spectators. I honor that. But scaffolding is not a home. You were not built to live inside a half-finished cage. Tonight I trade you the scaffolding for shelter. I put my shoulder under what you have carried and I say, let us set this down together. Not drop it, not smash it. Set it down with me. Feel how the quiet places in you have been living in your body. That headache that arrives on schedule. The grind of your teeth. The way your breath floats high and shallow like it's afraid of the basement of your lungs. The heaviness in your back that no stretch fully releases. The startle that wakes you at 3 a.m. The numbness that keeps you functioning but steals your color. Pain is clever. It makes a home where it can, under ribs, in tendons, within the small muscles of the face where smiles are built. I am more clever than pain. My peace is not a thought experiment. It is a substance. It can be felt. It knows how to find the hidden rooms and turn on the light, without blinding you. Take a slow breath. Let it be imperfect. Let your shoulders round forward for a moment if they want to. Unclasp your hands. You do not have to hold yourself together right now. Say this softly with me, even if it's only a whisper. I don't have to be strong to be held. Say it again. Let the words travel lower than your mind into the place that braced. I meet you exactly where you've been silently hurting. I meet you in unsaid sentences. I meet you in the pauses between your roles. I meet you in the hitch in your laugh. I meet you without a performance, without an explanation, without a script. The enemy would love for you to interpret your quiet as failure, but hear my verdict. Your quiet kept you safe until you could hear me like this. It was a bridge, not a prison sentence. Tonight I replace strategic silence with sacred honesty. No spotlight, no stage, just you and me, and the kind of truth that loosens chains you forgot you were wearing. I am touching the places shame convinced you to ignore. I am breaking the agreement that said, we don't talk about that. I am writing a new sentence over the ache. We can talk about this here, and you will not be punished for needing comfort. Do not fear that if you let me near it, you will drown. I am not a flood sent to sweep you away. I am a tide that rises to lift what sank too long. I am slow and specific. I am precise and kind. My hand will not press where you cannot bear. My presence will not rush you. When I touch, it is to heal. When I reveal, it is to restore. When I speak, it is to steady you. I will not open a story just to leave you raw. I will close what I touch. I will seal what I heal. Now, as you sit or lie there, notice the tiny shifts. The way your throat stops gripping your words. The way your eyes feel heavier as vigilance begins to release its post. This is the beginning of peace moving from an idea to a sensation. This is not hype. This is me, here, now. And you can let yourself be exactly as you are. No armor required. No heroics demanded. Your body and your heart have been loyal companions in pain. Tonight, they will be companions in comfort. In a moment, I will teach your body how to receive what I am pouring, and your spirit will agree that it is safe. But for now, rest inside this truth like a warm room on a cold night. I see what you hide, and I call you brave for surviving. I call you mine for staying. I call you home to the place where you do not have to apologize for needing me. Breathe. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are not a problem to solve. You are my child, and I am here, and I am already doing what you could not do by yourself. My child, listen closely. I will not frighten you, but I will tell you the truth with a steady hand. The enemy studied your silence. He learned its contours, the hours it was most likely to thicken, the phrases you use to make a heavy thing sound light. He prefers what is unnamed, because what is not named is not treated, and what is not treated becomes a prison built out of survival. You were trying to live. He tried to make a life sentence out of a coping skill. Tonight, I interrupt that pattern. I am not here to sensationalize his schemes. I am here to expose them so they lose their camouflage. He has used distraction, small and ordinary, almost polite, a buzz, a ping, a sudden thought about laundry, a need to check one more thing. He has whispered cynicism, this won't work. People say nice words, nothing changes. He has pressed shame on your ribs like a weight. You should be over this by now. He has turned comparison into a gag. Others have it worse. Who are you to need comfort? And he has offered endless delay. Do it tomorrow. Later when you are less tired. Later never arrives. These are not your own wise thoughts. They are a pattern designed to keep the ache nameless and therefore endless. Hear my decree in the middle of this. He cannot have what belongs to me. He cannot rewrite your story. He cannot own your nervous system. I am placing my name on the places he tried to occupy. Your breathing, your sleep cycles, the way your shoulders climb when a message tone rings. I am reclaiming the tender rooms he hung curtains over and renamed shame. I tear down his labels. I evict his lies. I revoke his squatter's rights. You are mine, and the rooms inside you are mine, and I am changing the locks. You have wondered if the delay meant I forgot you. You thought maybe you lacked faith because peace took so long to land. Hear me clearly. The struggle was not proof you were forgotten. It was proof you were targeted. He studied you because you are significant. He anticipated what would happen if you learned to breathe again without bracing. He feared the quiet strength of a rested soul. He knew that if you stopped apologizing for needing comfort, entire patterns in your family line would lose their footing. He tried to keep you spinning because stillness would expose the con. Tonight I expose it, tonight I end it. Before we go further, I set a perimeter around these minutes. I draw a circle that opposition cannot cross. I quiet the noise. I issue a cease and desist to tormenting thoughts. I post my angels like sentries at the edges of your attention. Your room becomes a sanctuary. Your chair, your bed, becomes an altar of ease. For the next few minutes, you are under my covering in a way you can feel. If a thought knocks, it does not get in unless I invite it. I am your door tonight. My child, choose stillness with me as an act of warfare. This is not passivity, this is defiance. When you unclench your jaw, you are declining his invitation to rehearse danger. When you let your breath fall into your belly, you are refusing his claim on your body's alarms. When you keep your eyes here instead of reaching for a distraction, you are shutting a gate he used to slip through. Say this softly, not now. My Father is speaking to me. Again, not now. My attention belongs to peace. Do you feel that slight settling behind your sternum? That is authority landing. Expect him to try one more angle. He will offer a memory to spike your pulse. He will suggest you are making this up. He will point to a past night that ended in tears and say, see, nothing changes. Recognize these not as truths, but as attempts to re-enter a house where the locks have been changed. Answer with me. I do not negotiate with lies. My Father has spoken. He cannot have what belongs to him. He cannot rewrite my story. He cannot own my nervous system. I am interrupting feedback loops inside you. the reflex to brace at night, the habit of scanning rooms for danger when you walk in, the automatic apology that springs to your lips when you need anything at all. I am dismantling them quietly, piece by piece, without overwhelming you. You will notice it in small ways first. The message tone that does not spike your chest. The pause before you say yes when you need to say no. The way your shoulders remember they know the path downward. These are signs that the pattern is breaking, not by your force, but by my decree. Now bring your attention like a small flame into the present. If a thought of tomorrow steps forward, let it stand outside the circle for now. If you feel the reach toward your phone, lay your hand flat on your chest instead and feel the steady rhythm I set. That rhythm answers to me, not to anxiety, not to accusation, not to shame. Say with me, my body is not a battlefield, it is a temple. My nights are not open doors for torment, they are protected hours of replenishment. My breath is not a leash for fear, it is a key heaven places in my lungs. I am not asking you to fight alone. I am fighting for you while you learn the shape of rest. Your stillness is the banner I raise over this moment. I strip the glamour from distractors and call them what they are, thieves. I strip the costume from cynicism and call it what it is, fear in a smarter tone. I strip the robe from shame and show it to be an old, thin lie. I speak over you as your father and your defender. Stand still and see what I am doing. You are not prey. You are not late. You are not too broken to respond. In these next moments, I secure the edges. I cancel the appointment hell booked with your 3 a.m. I drain the poison words that once stuck to your ribs. I reset the atmosphere of your room to peace. Breathe. Stay. Let stillness be your yes to me. The enemy studied your silence to keep you small, but tonight your quiet becomes sanctuary. Your stillness becomes strategy, and your peace becomes a fortress he cannot enter. We are interrupting his pattern right now, and what I reclaim, I keep. My child, 5 minutes becomes a doorway when your body and spirit agree to step through together. We begin now. Put your feet on the ground, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, take a slow breath. Let the breath roll in like a small tide and roll out longer than it came in. Loosen the space between your eyebrows. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Uncurl your toes. Rest the back of your hands on your thighs with your palms open, or let them rest gently over your heart if you are lying down. You do not have to hold the world right now. I am holding you. Notice the first stirrings inside your chest. That flutter, that soft push against your sternum. Name it with me so you do not misinterpret it. That is not danger. That is not anxiety. That is anticipation. Your nervous system is recognizing safety. Your body is testing the edges of rest and finding that the edges hold. I made you wise. Your body knows when the danger has been called off. Tonight, I called it off. If your eyes grow heavy, let them close. If your jaw wants to open in a yawn, let it. If your eyes well, let the tears move without apology. If your hands tremble, allow the tremble to pass through like rain through leaves. Warmth spreading in your chest? That is me, a wave of chill down your arms. That is release, a sigh gathering under your ribs. Let it out. None of this is a problem to solve. These are doors opening. You are not falling apart. You are letting go of what was never meant to be carried alone. I am making this simple so your heart can rest in the rhythm. Breathe, name, release, receive. This will be our cadence. This is not performance. This is permission. You do not have to speak out loud. You do not have to be eloquent. You do not have to explain. You can do this silently with me, and I will hear every word that never touches your lips. You don't have to say it out loud. Just let me see it. I see in truth. I respond in peace. We practice together. Take a slow breath in. That is, breathe. As the breath settles, gently turn your attention toward one small weight you carried today, the tight sentence behind your smile, the small dread before opening a message, the ache when you remembered a name. That is name. No story is necessary. Just nod to it in truth. Now exhale slowly as if you are fogging a quiet window. That is release. Whisper inside if you want. Here, you can take this. Then pause and let your palms open. Let your belly soften. Let your throat loosen. That is receive. Say with me, even softly, I am safe with God. I am held. I am not alone in this. Again, breathe. Name. Release. Receive. Each cycle is a thread, and I am weaving them into a shelter. If a new feeling rises, heaviness in your limbs, a small shake in your shoulders, a warm pressure behind your eyes, let it be. Healing often feels like your body remembering the language of calm. If your mind offers, "This is silly," answer kindly, "Not now. My Father is here." Return to the cadence. Breathe. Name. Release. Receive. Place your attention on your feet. Feel the ground carrying you without debate. Tell your feet, you are safe. Move up to your calves and knees. Where you have stood longer than you had strength, tell them you can rest. To your hips and lower back, where responsibility stacks itself, say, I set this down with God. To your belly, where old alarms have rung, say, peace has the final word. To your chest, where breath and heartbeat meet, say, I am held. To your throat, gate of words and swallowed cries, say, you are allowed to soften. To your face, mask and mirror both, say, you don't have to perform. Even your scalp, your forehead, your temples, let them thaw. Let your whole frame hear the decree. You are safe enough to receive. You will notice the difference between bracing and receiving. Bracing locks, receiving opens. Bracing shortens the breath. Receiving lengthens it. Bracing stares at the door. Receiving trusts the keeper of the door. If you catch yourself bracing, do not scold yourself. Return to the cadence. Breathe. Name, release, receive. This is how we retrain the path. This is how your spirit tells your body, we are not in danger. We are in the presence. Some of you feel a memory tapping from behind a wall. You fear that naming it will shatter you. Hear me. You are not fragile glass. You are cherished and covered. Keep it simple. You can show me without opening the whole file. Picture yourself handing me a sealed envelope. You don't have to read it out loud. You don't have to even look at it. Let me hold it while you breathe. When you are ready, exhale and say inside, I release the right to carry this alone. Then receive, I am safe with God. I am held. I am not alone in this. If a thought insists, what if nothing changes? Answer with the truth I am speaking over you now. It is changing as you agree with peace. Healing begins when your body and spirit agree. You are agreeing. Your breath is your yes. Your softening is your yes. Your stillness is your yes. I take tiny yeses and build highways of restoration from them. Do you feel that tiny settling near your solar plexus? That is the first brick laid. Do you notice the way your shoulders found a new resting place, lower than before? That is a wall of protection being rebuilt without you lifting a tool. Stay with me. Put your feet on the ground. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Take a slow breath. Let the breath carry this declaration deeper. I am safe with God. I am held. I am not alone in this. Again, I am safe with God. I am held. I am not alone in this. Your words are keys. They unlock the receptors of peace in places you forgot you had. Your body is listening, and tonight it believes you, because I am here to back every word. I am sealing this preparation into your muscles and into your night. Where there was twitching vigilance, I lay a quiet weight of rest. Where there was a startle waiting at the edge of sleep, I post peace as a sentinel. Where there was a loop of old conversations, I mute their echo. Return to the cadence whenever you need it, in the kitchen, on the commute, between meetings, in the dark. Breathe, name, release, receive. I am there each time. It will not be effort, it will be agreement. You are almost ready for the touch you have avoided, and I will be gentle when we go there. For now, stay in this room with me for one more long breath. Feel the way the air itself seems thicker, kinder. Feel the way your spine trust falls into what carries it. Hear my voice become the room around you. You are safe with me. You are safe enough to receive. And as you agree, the doorway swings wider and peace, real, felt, reliable, walks in and takes its seat within you. My child, we are here now at the doorway you have stood beside and avoided with practiced kindness to yourself. Stay in the safety I have wrapped around you. Keep your breath soft. Keep your shoulders lowered. Let your attention turn gently to the place in your body that always tightens when your smile is asked to do too much. Where do you feel it? Throat, chest, stomach, back, head. Do not argue with your body about the answer. Just notice. If it moves, follow it with your notice. If it hides, let me help you find the outline. Place your hand there, if you can, over the throat that learned to swallow words, over the chest that learned to carry whole rooms without complaint, over the stomach that learned to twist so you would shrink your needs, over the back that learned to bear what was not yours, over the head that learned to think instead of feel. Wherever there is for you, I am already there. You learned these lessons to live. You learned to say, "It's fine," with a soft chuckle so no one would feel bad. You learned to hold sentences at the back of your mouth because when you tried honesty, it cost you. You learned to keep the request small, to frame need as a favor you probably don't deserve. You learned to make yourself efficient so no one would call you needy, to make yourself pleasant so no one would punish you for being real. I know why. I saw the rooms that taught you. I saw the eyes that judged you, the calendar that ground you, the silence you sat in because it felt safer than a no that might echo. I will not shame you for what you had to do to survive. Hear me say this with the weight of a father and the tenderness of a mother. I am here to restore you, not expose you. I am here to rebuild what the strain has taken, not to put you on display. I do not traffic in humiliation, I cover to heal. Let your hand simply rest. Let it be permission, not pressure. Under your palm is not a problem, it is not a defect, it is a messenger. Pain is not your identity, it is a signal from a loyal part of you that has been carrying news you could not deliver without help. It has been saying, I need gentleness, I need a boundary, I need truth spoken without fear. I need room to cry without a stopwatch. I need to not be the strong one for a while. You did not know how to answer, so you hushed it with jokes, with busyness, with excellence. You thought if you ignored it long enough, it would stop asking. It did not stop because it was not your enemy. It was your ally, escorting you back to me. Tonight I answer it with peace. Tonight I honor it with care. Tonight I tell it, you did your job. Stand down now. Your master is here. Breathe into that place now. Slow, low, kind. Imagine my hand beneath your hand, steady, warm, certain. Let the breath carry me there. If your throat feels tight, think of breath like warm tea melting a frost. No prying, just warmth. If your chest feels armored, imagine me loosening one hinge at a time, careful not to scratch you. If your stomach is a knot, picture my fingers untangling thread without tearing it. If your back is a stone, see me lifting weight off a shelf you have stood under too long. If your head is loud, let my voice move like a soft brush, sweeping the dust off a windowsill so light can find you again. This is not imagination as escape. This is attention as agreement with what I am doing now. There may be a tremor, a sigh, a wave of heat, a chill. There may be the suggestion of a memory pressing at the door. You do not have to open it wider than you want. I will not force entry. May I touch this place with you? If your yes is small, it is still a yes. If your yes is a breath and not a shout, it still opens the way. If your answer is not yet, I will sit with you at the threshold until safety grows. I am not in a hurry. I am precise and kind. My child, let me be the witness you did not have when the ache formed. Let me see it so shame can lose its voice. Let me call it by a truer name than weakness, or too much, or overreacting. Its truer name is wound that deserves care. Its truer name is tender place I guard. Its truer name is here is where I restore. Say this softly with me, even if your lips only shape the words. This is not my identity. This is a place God is healing. Again, I am not the ache. I am the beloved being restored. Let that settle under your hand. Feel the difference between defining yourself by pain and noticing pain from within love. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word over you will not pass. I decree over this exact place, no more agreement with shame, no more rehearsals of, I should be over this, no more penalties for needing comfort. I break the old sentence, we don't talk about this, and I author the new one. We can talk about this here, and tenderness will answer. If you feel the old instinct to brace, notice it without scolding. That instinct kept you upright once. I honor it. Tell it kindly, you can rest now. The guard has arrived. If you sense the reflex to minimize, it's not that bad. Answer it with the truth. It matters because I matter. If comparison raises its voice, others have it worse. Respond with my voice. I am not rationing comfort. There is enough for you, enough and more than enough. Now let your hand relax a little. Let your palm lighten as if you are making room for my touch underneath. Feel how the skin under your hand softens when it is believed. Feel the way breath reaches a corner it could not find before. This is what happens when shame is not directing traffic. This is what happens when you stop apologizing to your own needs. You are not failing by feeling. You are mending by allowing. My child, stay here for a few more breaths. I am speaking to the fibrous places, to the old scar tissue that grew rough because there was no balm. I am telling nerves to stop firing at old phantoms. I am telling muscles to downshift from vigilance into rest. I am telling your heart, you are not late to healing. I am telling your body, you are not a battlefield, you are a temple. The enemy cannot own this altar. I am claiming it in my name and consecrating it to peace. This is not hype. This is prophecy working its way into fascia and memory and mood and sleep. Say with me, I give you permission to be kind to me here. Again, I release the need to pretend here. Again, I choose truth over performance here. Your words are keys, and I am the door that opens when you speak them. If tears come, let them. They are not a leak, they are a cleansing. If nothing dramatic happens, do not misread it. Subtle is still sacred. A 2-millimeter shift today becomes a highway tomorrow. I honor the tiny yes that keeps the door from swinging closed again. In a moment, we will pray together in a way that carries this tender place instead of dropping it. Slow, specific, protective. I will give you words when yours feel spent, and I will wait with you when silence is the truest prayer. For now, keep your hand where it is and let mine stay under it. Feel the steadiness. Hear my decree over you. The place you avoid is not too dark for me. My touch reaches it without shaming you, without rushing you, without exposing you to harm. I am here to restore. I am ready to lead you into release. When you are ready, we will go there together, and you will feel the exchange begin. My child, we pray now. I will give you words, and you will let your heart agree. Keep your hand where it rests. Let your breath stay slow. Do not rush. Do not try to impress me. Your whisper is enough. Your thought is enough. Your tears are enough. This is a gentle exchange. I carry the weight. You carry the yes. I will lead. You will follow with simple phrases. When your mind wanders, come back to my voice and to your breath. We begin. Say softly with me, even if only inside, Father, loosen the knot in my throat. Again, Father, loosen the knot in my throat. Now, as you say it, let your swallow be unforced. Let the throat unclench a fraction. Feel the warm ease arrive, almost imperceptible but real. Now say, quiet the racing in my chest. Again, quiet the racing in my chest. Place your palm there if you can, and notice the rhythm settling under it. Say, settle my stomach where dread has sat. Again, settle my stomach where dread has sat. Let your belly soften. Say, soften my clenched hands. Again, soften my clenched hands. Uncurl the fingers. Allow a small tremor to leave. Your body is listening. I am answering. Continue with me. Say, unhook the tightness in my jaw. Let the molars part. Now release the weight between my shoulder blades. Let the shoulders drop a notch. Say, ease the band around my temples. Let your brow smooth. Say, unburden my lower back and hips that carried what was not mine. Allow your seat to sink a little heavier, like earth receiving rain. Say, ground my legs and feet in safety. Notice the floor holding you without debate. Each phrase is a key. Each softening is a door. Now the heart language. You will not be exposed. You will be held. Whisper this with me. Touch the memory that keeps replaying. Again, touch the memory that keeps replaying. You do not have to tell me which one. I am already there. Say, touch the betrayal I never processed. Again, touch the betrayal I never processed. If a name rises, you can offer it silently and place it into my hands, like the sealed envelope we spoke of. Say, touch the grief I postponed so I could function. Again, touch the grief I postponed so I could function. Feel the permission open. Say, touch the fear I renamed as being realistic. Again, touch the fear I renamed as being realistic. I know the costume it wears. I undress it gently. Now agree with me for exchange. Say, I release what I hid. Again, I release what I hid. Now breathe out as if fogging a window, and with that breath, let the old weight move from your chest, your gut, your throat. Say, I hand you the burden I carried in secret. Again, I hand you the burden I carried in secret. Picture it leaving your body's tense cupboard and resting in my open palm. I do not drop what you give me. I do not tease my children. I answer. Deliverance without spectacle now, power without fear. Hear my decree and agree with it. I break the agreement with shame. Say it with me. I break the agreement with shame. Again, I break the agreement with silence. Again, I break the agreement with self-blame. Again, I cancel the lie that says I must suffer alone. Again, I cancel the lie that says I must suffer alone. I am cutting invisible cords that tug your breath shallow at night. I am lifting invisible hands off your sternum. I am taking the gag off your truth. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed in you. We go a layer deeper. Some of you vowed in hard seasons, I will never need anyone. Whisper this with me. I renounce the vow that I must not need. Again, some of you concluded it was my fault. Say, I release the lie that it was all my fault. Again, some of you decided if I am perfect, they won't leave. Say, I release the burden of perfection as protection. Again, I am replacing these contracts with covenant. My covenant anchors you. It does not accuse you. If a face rises with the ache, hold it in the light of my presence. You do not have to argue with it. You do not have to justify yourself. Simply say, Father, I release this person and this story into your justice and your mercy. Again, I step out of the judge's chair. Again, this is not denial. It is transfer. This is how chains break quietly. This is how your nervous system stops bracing for a verdict that already fell at my cross, paid, resolved, not yours to carry. Now we invite restoration in, not as a theory, but as sensation. Place your attention where the ache lives. Say, I receive your peace here. Again, I receive your peace here. If peace feels like warmth, let it spread. If it feels like a cooling breeze, let it move. If it feels like heaviness in the best way, like a blanket, let it rest. Say, let your peace be felt in my body. Again, let your peace be felt in my heart. Again, I am not asking you to force an experience. I am pouring peace like oil, and your yes gives it a surface to rest on. We pray over the night ahead. Say, let your peace guard me, mind, body, and sleep tonight. Again, slowly, let your peace guard me, mind, body, and sleep tonight. I post peace at the doorway of your room. I put peace on your pillow. I weave peace through your sheets. I set peace as a sentinel at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. I quiet intrusive thoughts at the threshold and say, not tonight. This one is resting under my wing. Say with me, my room is a sanctuary. My bed is an altar of ease. My breath is a key to the kingdom of peace. Return with me once to the body, because the body remembers what the heart chooses. Say, Father, quiet the startle in my nerves. Again, lower the alarms that did not know the war was over. Again, teach my muscles the shape of rest. Again, and I say over you, alarms stand down by my authority. Hypervigilance dissolves, startle resets. Your system learns a new normal under my hand. This is not hype. This is prophecy working its way into tissue and thought and sleep. Now pray what I love to hear, the prayer that lets me take full weight. Say, I do not have to be strong for this to work. Again, I allow myself to be comforted. Again, I receive care without apology. Again, my child, do you feel the small exhale that just happened without you coaching it? That is a sign. Do you notice the slight warmth in your palms? That is a sign. Do you feel the way your eyes do not strain to stay open? That is a sign. Peace is not an idea tonight. It is arriving as weight and ease and quiet in you. We seal what we have prayed. Say, Father, seal this exchange. Again, close doors that torment used to enter. Again, mark me with your peace. Again, I am placing my name upon the tender place you just entrusted to me. I am closing the old circuits that ran panic on loop. I am writing over the wall where shame posted its rules. Where it said, do not feel, I write, feel and be safe. Where it said, do not need, I write, need and be met. Where it said, do not speak, I write, speak and be heard. Finally, speak this decree with me, slowly, so your body and your soul both catch it. I release what I hid, and God replaces it with peace I can feel. Again, I release what I hid, and God replaces it with peace I can feel. Let the sentence rest where your hand rests. Let it sink like seed into soil that is already moist with grace. I am not in a hurry. I am thorough. I am staying with you into the night. When you turn to sleep, you are not turning away from me. You are turning into my arms. Your burden is no longer your secret. It is my assignment. Breathe once more, gentle and long. Peace in, fear out. Peace in, fear out. You are held. You are safe. You are not alone in this. It is begun, and I will finish it. My child, hear me now. This is the moment you stop apologizing for needing comfort. You do not have to tidy your tears before I come near. You do not have to explain why you are tired. You do not have to make a case for care. I have already chosen you for it. You are not a burden. You are mine. I do not tease my children. I am not measuring you against an invisible chart. I am naming you within my arms. You were trained by rooms that prized quiet compliance to be low maintenance, to be strong, to be fine. You learned to shrink your request so you would not be called needy. You learned to carry your own bandages and apologize for bleeding. You learned to say, "Don't worry about me," while you worried about everyone else. That training kept you moving, but it also kept you from being mended. Tonight, I revoke the old curriculum. Tonight, I write a new lesson on the soft board of your heart. You are allowed to be tended to. You are allowed to be restored. You are allowed to need and to be met, without penalty, without debt, without delay. What you thought disqualified you, your breakdowns, your spirals, your relapses into fear, positioned you for deeper dependence on me. Those moments you called failure were doorways I kept open, waiting for your yes. The nights you unraveled were not proof that you are weak beyond repair. They were proof that the costume of always strong did not fit the child I made and love. I was with you when you shook in the bathroom stall. I was with you when you pretended to smile on the call. I was with you when you scrolled to silence the ache. I am not disgusted. I am not tired of you. I am not disappointed that you need me so much. I am delighted to be your sufficiency. Dependence on me is not a demotion. It is your native strength. I am tearing the old labels off you now, not too much, not weak, not behind, not dramatic, not high maintenance. Listen and receive the true names I speak over you, chosen, carried, covered, learning to breathe again, tender and safe, precious and prioritized, worthy of care, not late, right on time, not a drain, delightful to tend, not a project, my beloved. Let these words land where you used to brace. Let them sit where your throat used to tighten. Let them rest where your stomach used to knot. Identity is not a sticker you apply. It is a name I place within you, and your body will learn it as your soul agrees. Say this with me, slowly, so your nervous system hears it. I am not a burden. Again, I am allowed to be comforted. Again, I receive care without apology. Again, I do not have to perform strength to be safe. Again, my needs do not disqualify me. They bring me to God. Again, your words are not theater. They are keys. Notice how your shoulders fall with each sentence. Notice how breath returns space to your ribs. Your agreement makes room for me to build what always belonged to you. I am returning to you the right to be cared for. This is your inheritance as mine, not a privilege to be earned by perfection. I am giving you a new internal posture, shoulders that rest, a jaw that releases, a heart that believes comfort is normal, not suspicious. The enemy taught you to apologize for existing, to excuse your need with jokes, to repay any kindness with labor. I cancel that economy. My kingdom is not transactional. You do not owe me back pay for tonight's peace. You do not have to hustle to keep what I give freely. Grace is not on layaway. It is given. It is given to you. Hear this decree like a bell that keeps ringing through your days. You are not a burden. You are mine. I do not tease my children. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. What begins as comfort tonight will mature into confidence tomorrow. You are not just being consoled, you are being recommissioned. I am not merely stopping the bleeding, I am restoring strength at the source. Peace will not be a guest you entertain once a month. Peace will become your housemate. You will stop bracing for bad news. You will stop narrating yourself as too much and start narrating yourself as well kept. This is not hype, this is prophecy. It is happening now in real time. Some of you wonder, if I stop apologizing, will I become careless? No, you will become careful in the truest way, full of care, first received, then given. From this softened place, you will set boundaries without guilt. From this rested place, you will love without depletion. From this covered place, you will speak truth without shaking. This is preparation for a new season, not an intermission. I am teaching you to carry peace the way you once carried pressure. I am training your reflexes to reach for comfort instead of control, to ask for help instead of hiding, to breathe before bracing. Your future will not punish you for being human. Your future will be shaped by my kindness practiced until it becomes instinct. Place your hand lightly over your heart and let me engrave a few more truths. Say, I am the one God tends. Again, I am the one God carries. Again, I am the one God delights to comfort. Again, feel the quiet authority of those sentences settle underneath your palm. They are not slogans, they are signatures. I am signing my name over your permission to be cared for. I am making it official in you. I have the final say about who you are and how you are kept. It is done in heaven and working its way through your body and your days. Walk gently with yourself as the old apologies lose their grip. When you feel one rise, sorry I asked, never mind, answer it with the name I gave you, chosen, carried, learning to breathe again. And know this, your softness is safe with me, your rest is safe with me, your need is safe with me. Tonight you stop apologizing for needing comfort, and tomorrow you will begin to live like comfort is your home. I will show you what that looks like. For now, stay here a little longer and let the new name fit. It was always yours. It simply needed to be heard. My child, you asked what it looks like to live as one who is comforted. Let me show you tonight, not only in your heart, but in your room, in the way your bed receives you, in the way your breath remembers ease. Picture the space where you will sleep. The light is dim. The noise has thinned to a hush. Your door is closed, and peace stands on both sides of it. The air is cool enough to soften your skin and clear the heat of the day. Your shoulders are already lower than they used to be at this hour. Your jaw has stopped grinding your worries into powder. Your stomach unclenches. Your heart sets its pace by my hand. Your body stops scanning for threat. Do you feel that? The vigilance you thought was only a habit. Habits can be retrained. I am retraining them now. You lie down, and the mattress welcomes you the way a shoreline holds the tide. No struggle, no scolding, just shape meeting shape. Your pillow has weight to it, not just fluff. It carries my name on it tonight. The blanket you pull over your body is not a metaphor. It is peace like a blanket, not a concept. Warm where you need warmth. Light where you need lightness, covering without smothering. The sheets feel cool against your calves, the fabric smooth under your palm. Your breath shifts from up in the throat to down in the belly, steady and kind. Your thoughts, which used to sprint in circles, now walk single file, slower, less certain of their urgency. You are not behind. You are not late. You are held. Listen to the rhythm I set. In and out, like a tide that has finally found the moon again. In and out, longer on the exhale than the inhale. The ceiling above you is not a stage for panic to perform on. It is simply a ceiling. The shadows in the room are not threats to decode. They are only the furniture of a safe night. I am here. My presence is not a fog that might lift. It is a wall around you and a wing over you. This is not hype. This is prophecy working its way into your nervous system in real time. We need to speak to the pattern that used to own your nights, the tossing, the half-dream where you relive the worst outcomes, the 3 a.m. dread that slides into your ribs like a cold knife, the compulsive reach for your phone just to check as if bad news could be prevented by forecasting it. I interrupt that pattern tonight. When the old urge to check rises, you will feel me place a gentle weight on your hand and say, not necessary, not yours to carry. If the phone lights up, know this. Notifications are not sovereign. I am. You will set it face down and turn your face toward me. Where you used to brace, you will exhale. Where you used to list, you will listen. If a thought knocks, I will answer, not tonight. This one is resting. See the hours ahead like soft steps that do not creak. You drift through the first doorway of sleep without getting snagged on what-ifs. When you turn in your sleep, you do not practice arguing with imaginary adversaries. Your body simply chooses a new angle of comfort. If you wake for a moment, you do not start the war again. You breathe once, slowly, and peace meets you at the edge of wakefulness, like a parent tucking the covers back under your chin. You return to rest before dread remembers your name. I post sentinels at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., peace stationed like watchmen on the walls of your night. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your sleep. Feel the details because they are the proof. The way your shoulders settle an inch deeper into the bed. The way the band around your forehead eases. The way your tongue finally rests on the floor of your mouth. The way your belly lets go of the tiny clutch it thought was necessary for survival. Your body stops crouching for impact that never comes. Think of your room as a sanctuary and your bed as an altar of ease. Say it softly now. My room is a sanctuary. Again, my bed is an altar of ease. Again, my breath keeps me under your wing. Your words are keys. I am the door that opens. Now look at tomorrow the way I see it. You wake without the instant heaviness that used to drop on your chest before your eyes were fully open. The first thought is not a lineup of possible disasters. It is a simple awareness of enough. Enough time, enough grace, enough help. Your bones feel like they belong to you again. You sit up without bargaining. You do not delay rising because the day feels like a sentence. You rise because you are carried. Even the quiet of the morning does not scare you with its echoes. It invites you. You go to your tasks, but they do not go through you like knives. Emails wait without mocking you. The calendar squares do not threaten, they organize. The conversation you have been dreading becomes honest and gentle. Your voice does not tremble because your worth is not on trial. You make a small list without using it to judge yourself. You move through rooms without apologizing to the air for taking up space. What used to own your mood by 9 a.m. will have to ask permission, and I will say no on your behalf. The secret ache that once drove every decision, like a hidden driver, has been asked to step out of the car. I am in the driver's seat. You are in the passenger seat. You are allowed to look out the window and enjoy the light. I am teaching your soul a new normal, rest without fear and a tomorrow that does not punish you. This is not imagination. This is a promise in motion, already taking shape as you listen. In the next nights, you will notice signs. You will fall asleep sooner than you expected. You will wake once, then drift back without wrestling. You will check your phone less and find yourself uninterested in doom. You will feel a heaviness on the blanket that is not oppression but covering. These are not flukes, they are confirmations. I do not tease my children. You do not have to perform strength to receive this. You do not have to white-knuckle your eyes closed. You do not have to earn rest by finishing everything. Rest is not a trophy for the flawless. It is bread for the beloved. Tonight I feed you with ease. Tonight I write safety into the muscle memory of your night. If an old thought argues, let it. It will tire before I do. If fear attempts a last-minute surge, I will meet it at the door and send it away. You are mine. You are covered. You are being repatterned without being shamed. Breathe once more with me now, the way you will breathe when the light is out and the room is quiet. In through the nose like a gentle tide, out through the mouth like a long, soft release. Peace in, fear out. Peace in, fear out. My child, feel how your body believes me when you let it. Feel how tomorrow brightens when tonight is not an arena. Lay down inside my decree. You will sleep without bracing for bad news. and you will wake without inheriting yesterday's dread. It is happening now in real time. I have the final say over your nights and your mornings. Rest. I am watching while you sleep. My child, hear me. When I heal, I also teach you how to guard. What I touched in you is tender by design. Softness is not a flaw. It is the proof that scar tissue is loosening. Tonight I knit, and now we keep. I have set peace like a seal over your chest and a covering over your night. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed, but the enemy will try to make you hand it back. He is predictable. He is patient. He will attempt rebound tactics, and I am naming them so they lose their power. He will try to re-trigger shame with a sudden replay of that conversation you wish had gone differently. He will pull up an old highlight reel at 11:43 p.m. and whisper, "See, you are still the same." He will rush you with fake urgency. One more task, one more favor, one more late-night message that pretends to be an emergency, so you step back into overfunctioning to prove you are fine. He will drape a thought over your morning like a wet cloth. Maybe you imagined last night. He will poke at your tenderness to get you to toughen up and apologize for being soft. Recognize this. Say it with me now, even as a whisper. I see the tactic, not tonight, not this season. Here is how you guard your attention, because attention is a doorway. Tonight, set a curfew on your scrolling. 10 minutes to clear what must be cleared, then the phone faces down or leaves the room. This is not a punishment. It is a passcode for your peace. Notifications are not sovereign. I am. If the urge rises to refresh, place your hand gently on your chest and say, "Not necessary. My peace is posted here." Your hand is a reminder to your body that you are not alone inside it. Your touch and my touch agree. When a wave hits, because old waves do not retire quietly, slow everything by choice. Inhale to a soft count of 4. Exhale to a soft count of 6. Again, longer on the way out. Breathe like you are pouring something heavy and kind out of a pitcher. This is not theatrics. It is alignment. If your mouth goes dry when dread taps the glass, drink water. Let every swallow say, "I receive." Let the coolness on your tongue tell your nervous system, we are not in danger. If you can, stand and sip by the sink with the light low. Put one palm at the center of your chest and pray one sentence. Father, keep this tender place safe. Again, if you need it. Father, keep this tender place safe. That is enough. You do not impress me with many words. You steady with true ones. Guard your words as if they are switches, because they are. Retire the reflex that says, "I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine," when your ribs are asking for room. Replace it with language that keeps the door open. I am pacing myself. I am being healed right now. I will answer in the morning. No is a holy word, and I will use it gently. Your words either escort peace into the room or usher it to the curb. Choose the escort. I am giving you a daily declaration that functions like a key you can keep on a cord around your neck. Speak it morning, noon, and night, whispered under your breath in a hallway, written on a post-it by the sink, typed in a note on your phone, or said quietly with your hand to your chest. I do not carry this alone. God is touching what I hid. Again, I do not carry this alone. God is touching what I hid. Say it when you wake before your feet touch the floor. Say it when the midday rush tries to take back your breathing. Say it when you lie down and feel the blanket choose your shape. Repetition is not doubt. It is training. You are not trying to make something true. You are agreeing with what already is. Now choose a micro-action of gentleness tomorrow as proof you believe you matter. Not a grand gesture, a small, deliberate kindness that your body can recognize. Make your bed slowly and smooth the sheet with attention. Step into a patch of morning light and stand there for 60 seconds like a plant. Drink a full glass of water before you touch your phone. Eat something warm and simple instead of skipping. Walk outside for 5 minutes and let your eyes find something that doesn't demand anything of you. Leaves, sky, a quiet sidewalk. Say no to one last-minute ask that could easily be tomorrow. Sit for 3 minutes with your hand on your chest and breathe. Text one safe person. I'm practicing being gentle with myself today. Pray one sentence over yourself at noon. Father, keep this tender place safe. These are not small to me. They are signals. They tell your system, we live differently now. Guard your exposure as you would protect a fresh graft. You do not need to re-explain your story to every ear that once mishandled it. You are not required to perform transparency for people who have not earned it. Share with me freely. Share with one safe person if it helps your heart name the grace. Everyone else can meet the surface of your peace and the boundary of your no. You are not withholding, you are stewarding. Healing does not require a courtroom. It requires consent and cover. I am both. There will be moments in the next days when you feel the old motor rev to take back control. You will feel the itch to be impressive, to fix, to earn your place in rooms I already secured. Pause. Put the task down for 30 seconds. Hand on chest. Breathe like you already belong, because you do. Tell the truth to the urge. I do not carry this alone. God is touching what I hid. Then act from that truth, not against it. Email answered later. Dish left for the morning. Bedtime honored. Your yes to gentle choices is not laziness. It is loyalty to what I am doing in you. Now we mark this moment publicly, not as performance, but as covenant. A sign between us that you will guard what I healed. Type these words where you can be reminded of them. Write them in a journal line. Send them to yourself. Or leave them here as a simple comment that becomes a key. I do not carry this alone. God is touching what I hid. If that feels too long, write one word that carries the weight of tonight. Sealed or covered. Your written words are seeds. The enemy hates written covenants because they outlast moods. When you release this sentence from your hand into the world, you agree with me in a way that echoes. My child, I am not asking you to fight for what I have already won. I am asking you to guard it like a garden, not like a war zone. Watch your words. Watch your attention. Tend the tender places I restored. This is not hype. This is prophecy cultivating roots. Within these next days, you will notice both confirmations and small tests. Both are tutors. When the test comes, you will not be alone at the desk. I will lean over your shoulder and whisper the same sentence you are learning to love. You do not carry this alone. I am touching what you hid. It is done in heaven and working its way through your body and your days. Rest into that. Walk in that. I am here and I am not leaving. My child, now we seal what I have done with a key you carry in your own mouth. Take a slow breath with me. Hand on your chest. Let your shoulders drop one more notch. I am here. Speak after me, whether in a whisper or out loud, because your voice is a door. I am ready. Again, I am safe. Again, I receive peace tonight. Again, let those 3 lines move from your lips into your ribs, from your ribs into your blood, from your blood into your sleep. Do you feel the way your body listens when you speak with me? This is not theater. This is authority shared, peace installed by agreement. Seal it again with steadiness. Say, I am ready, not for striving, not for performance, ready to be kept. Say, I am safe, not because every variable is controlled, because my presence is your perimeter. Say, I receive peace tonight, not as a visitor, as a resident. When you speak, you are not asking me to begin. You are consenting to what I already began. Your yes is the latch falling into place. Now make a simple covenant in writing as a sign between us. Your written words are seeds. Type these exact words where you can see them later and where they can outlast a mood. I am ready. Peace is mine. Do it now as a quiet act of courage. This is not for applause. This is a key. When your fingers release those sentences into the world, they become a marker the enemy cannot erase. You chose healing over hiding. If you cannot type in this moment, write it on a scrap, in a note to yourself, on a mirror with a dry erase. I watch the motion of your hand, and I bless it. You are staking a claim. This ground belongs to peace. Listen to me. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice confirmations, not spectacle, but steady signs that my work is weaving into your days. Your breathing will feel lighter in a moment that used to tighten your chest. A night that used to fracture will hold you longer. A reaction that once flashed hot will soften and pass like weather that no longer lingers. A timely message will reach you, an encouraging word, a verse recalled, an unexpected kindness, a check-in from a safe voice that arrives like me, knocking and saying, I am here. These are not coincidences, they are coordinates. When they appear, say quietly, I receive. Let the small proofs tutor your trust. Do not argue with the calm when it comes. I am not teasing you with a sample. I am installing a new normal. If you forget and reach for old armor, you will feel me gently slide it back off your shoulders. If fear taps your window at 2 a.m., you will hear me say, not tonight, not this house. If a stray thought tries to drag you into a courtroom, remember, healing does not require a trial. It requires consent and cover. You have given consent. I am your cover. Now I speak my decree over you, and what I decree stands. It is done. What I started tonight, I will complete. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed over your healing. No lie will outshout this word. No pattern will overrule this pivot. No fatigue will cancel this kindness. My child, I am not experimenting. I am fulfilling. I finish what I begin, and I began peace in you tonight. Receive my blessing for your night. I lay my hand upon your head and quiet the last rattling thought. I gather the scattered birds of your mind into a calm tree and hush their wings. I post watchmen at your door and at the edges of your bed. Peace to the ceiling above you, peace to the floor beneath you, peace to the pillow that will cradle your temple, peace to the blanket that will learn your shape. I cool the heat of the day from your skin. I slow your heart to a safe pace. I untie the knots in your stomach. I soften the muscles around your eyes. I still the argument behind your teeth. I bless the darkness to be restful, not menacing. I bless your dreams to be rinsed in clarity and kindness. I bless your breath to be long on the exhale and gentle on the return. You are not on guard tonight. I am. I set angels along the hallway of your hours, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I give them this order. Keep quiet watch. Let nothing harass this one. Return them easily to rest. Any interruption that must come will be shepherded. Any noise that need not be heard will be silenced. Your room is a sanctuary. Your bed is an altar of ease. Your heart is held. Your body is learning safety as a language, syllable by syllable, breath by breath. Rest is not a test to pass. It is a gift to receive. You have permission. Before you close your eyes, speak the seal one more time, softer, slower, like oil poured, not water spilled. I am ready. I am safe. I receive peace tonight. And write, even if only in your heart, if your hands are tired. I am ready. Peace is mine. Your words are not fragile. They are forged. They will hold when the morning asks who you are. Watch the next 72 hours with curiosity, not suspicion. Expect the ordinary to carry the mark of the holy, a commute with unexpected ease, a conversation that does not tangle, a laugh that lasts longer than it used to, a quiet that no longer feels like punishment, but like a room prepared for you. If a test brushes your edge, Let it pass through you instead of dragging you out to sea. You are not alone at the desk. I will lean over your shoulder and whisper, "We have already answered this. Peace is your portion." I cover you now. I bless your mind to unhook from loops. I bless your nervous system to remember tonight's cadence. I bless your heart to believe that comfort does not expire. I bless your home to keep what I have placed in it. I bless your sleep to be deep and your waking to be gentle. I bless your yes to remain yes when the wind changes. I bless the tender place I healed to remain soft and guarded, not hardened to survive. This is not hype. This is prophecy becoming practice. Lay down inside my decree and know you are not required to hold the roof up while you rest. I am the roof. I am the door. I am the guard. I am the peace. It is done in heaven and working its way through your body and your days. When you wake, you will find me where you left me, near, attentive, unhurried. Sleep now under my wing. My child, I will meet you again tomorrow. Same love, same authority.